Hello everybody, you're here with Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Very happy to be here with you all. So today we're gonna be trying the new palette from Rowan. Rowan! So I got the new palette from Rowan, the Gold Dust. And so we're gonna be trying this baby up. I haven't even swatched it. And then some of you have been asking me if the Mimi from Westman Atelier can be used as a bronzer. So I thought I will try it right here with you all. And if not, we'll add a little Chanel. But we'll see if you like it as a bronzer. To me, I think it has a little bit too much pink, which that's why I like it as a blush. So it has a little too much pink to use as a bronzer, but hey, we're gonna try it here together and see if it's all over the cheek or just in the back. And then I also have the Roen eyebrow pencil, and I have the Rowan glass. The glass we have tried before because I have another one of them. Let me see if I have it here. A little more peach gold. But this one, which color is this? This one is the Charly. So this is more rose. And I was trying to see, yeah, here I found. And this is the one we have tried before, which was more peach gold. And then here we're gonna try the rose, which I think is gonna go perfect with the eyeshadow palette, which is really the feature of today. So if you wanna watch that, please keep on watching. And the other thing is what I have in my face. And today, just to change it a little bit, I am wearing the Kjaer Weis. I think I only tried this with you guys once before, so that's what I put as a foundation. It's creamy, since the Rowan is known for all creamy, healthy, clean beauty. Healthy, well, it's supposed to be healthy, right? So this one I'm using the color Silken. And one thing that I think is good to mention, under the foundation, I did use the Bobbi Brown, the cream, the vitamin cream that everybody loves. I still kind of in the fence about it. I never have actually loved it, even though I have very dry skin. But I feel it makes you a little shiny. And sometimes if I use that, and then I use like the Westman Atelier foundation sticks, and I do something like that, it rubs something, it leaves something in my skin, like as if my skin didn't completely absorb it. So I'm still playing with it and see, but for example, for a foundation like this one, that even though it's cream foundation, but it's a little more thicker, I thought it would work perfect, and I think it did. So that's what I have. And so if you see me a little bit shinier, it's not just this, it has to do with the cream underneath, which I think nowadays it's important to mention what you put underneath, because it does matter, it does change how the products perform. And so that's why I'm mentioning it. So we're gonna start with this baby. And I also wanna mention you guys something else about the times, because today is the 19th of February here. You probably will be watching this tomorrow, which is the 20th. And it's a very important time period from tomorrow, the 20th, till Tuesday, the 22nd. You know, it's all 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros. February 20, 2022, and then February 02, 22, 2022. So, you know, special days. Anyhow, but let's talk makeup first and foremost. And one thing I have in my face, and I don't know if you have noticed it yet, and I did that obviously on purpose, and I didn't like to be uneven, but if something was bothering you about my face is because I'm a little uneven. Can you tell how? Yes, I did one eyebrow and I didn't do the other eyebrow because I wanted to do one together with you. It was important for me because I was gonna do them both and then say, this is what I'm using for my eyebrows. But I thought it was important for you to see the difference with and without, right? Because if I had come, you would have said, well, I don't know how much is yours and how much is the product. But when I come like this, you really can tell. Now, it is true, I've been noticing since I started YouTube videos that my face is a little more, would you say, sedated, tired, lazy, I don't know. But I see this side to be more predominant. This is the one where I always raise my eyebrow all the time. And so I go like this. And I'm noticing pictures. I mean, maybe I shouldn't tell you this because now you're gonna notice. I'll tell you. Maybe you already noticed it. But see, so in even when I do my makeup, you know, the fact to get things even when these two are uneven, it's a little hard. And it's not that they're uneven per se, but it seems that I definitely use this side a lot more. I do this more. I go on this side versus this side. See, I don't think I can even raise this one without the other one. Okay, so maybe all these things you don't need to know, but I just thought of sharing. I mean, is your face uneven too? Can you tell if it's uneven and how? All right, so I've been really liking this pencil. You know that I have my beloved Chanel pencil for my eyebrows, but I have truly been enjoying this one. So I order the Rowan medium, which I was sort of in the fence because my eyebrows are very light and I was scared because when they're very dark, you know, I have a hassle, I struggle, you know, applying the product and then making sure that it looks more or less okay, because my hair, even though there's places that is very dark with the salt and pepper kind of thing, and my eyebrows being light to begin with, it's been hard to pair with now being brownish, not being auburn, but staying kind of in the medium brown, but not too strong. I don't know if I'm going dee. But this one seems to have worked beautifully. Now, there's one thing. The line in this is so thin. I mean, that is thin. Can you tell? I mean, it's so thin. So at the beginning, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna take me forever to fill the eyebrow. It doesn't. It doesn't take you forever because it's very creamy. So it is very easy and fast. You'll see now. But I don't know how long it will last because I do tend to have to twist quite a bit. So I do apply quite a bit. I don't want to pull it all out because as it is so thin, I feel it's gonna break. But even if it's the whole thing, let's see how long it lasts. That's my only concern. Now, the other thing, look how easy it applies. Of course, I always go on the top. And you'll see the other side. I'm just filling up a little bit more because you can't really mess it up like I have with other eyebrow pencils where it becomes too much and then it's hard to smudge or to do. Look, I put quite a bit and now I'm putting even more and it just fills it up very, very natural. So I really, look at that. Wow, look at the difference. Holy moly guacamole. Now, see how easy and fast it is to fill the other one. So again, my only concern will be how long it lasts. I apologize for my dog, of course. He had to be in the picture. Even though it's very late today, I couldn't film earlier, and so it is dark and I had a very full day, and he's still barking. So I'm kind of making a little bit of time here because I want you to see how fast and easy. I'm not gonna cut the video because I want you to see how I do it, and I don't know if you can see really. I think you can. I'm trying to get close. Girls, I know some of you say you like close up, but more than the lighting itself. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for the help you guys did with the light. I hope that this is of your liking. I don't have the top light. I did hear you say less is more. And so I'm trying to do less is more. I did hear the girls that said life, you know, by the window is the best. And I do agree with you. I started filming like that and the lighting is beautiful. So here's a spoolie, a little break of what I was saying. The spoolie is awesome. It does feel like it grabs and it definitely brushes your eyebrows. I barely have eyebrows, but if you had eyebrows or more than me, I know the brush will work beautiful. So I was saying I started filming where I had a window, and I do love that. It's just the other room is more used in my house. So I had to negotiate the timing and then not being interrupted. And here is a room. I do have a window, but the lighting for some reason does not work the same. All right, so blah, 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 blah. Here are the eyebrows. What do you guys think? I think it's a lovely product. I really, really like it. And I haven't used any gel or anything. We can add a little gel. We'll see. But they really fill them up. You saw how easy, how fast. Of course, I try to entertain you with my blah, blah, blah. I hope I did a little bit of that. Of course, I could have been silent, so I could have fast forward. But I wanted you to see how I did it and how fast. All right. So let's move along. Now, if you see my first video, my previous video on Rowan, the whole video was struggling with the application and I didn't think it was gonna work and I thought it was patchy and then I was confused and all of this. And at the end, the look was gorgeous. And it lasted through the day and it got better through the day and it was sparkly. It is sparkly. If you're not in the mood for sparkly, then it won't work. But that day, I just liked it. I just liked it through the day. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. You know, most cream products or the eyes move or fade or dissipate or whatever. This one did not move. On the contrary, it looked better and better and better. Somebody said, well, it's when it warms up or grabs to your skin. I don't know. And my skin is dry, so it's not like the oils of my skin helps it. I don't know what happened, but I really end up liking it. So much that I ordered this one. Now, this one, for what I hear, because they have like 4 palettes, I think. They have the 1111, which is one of the best seller because it's kind of neutral, not too cool, not too warm. And then they have a cool one and they have a warm one. I don't remember the names of it now, 72 degrees or anyhow. And then they have the one I feature, which was something for forever, something forever. Well, you can watch it. It's the only other video I have on Rowan, which is also supposed to be not too cool and not too warm. So this one is the same, but more in the warmer, if you can tell, but it's kind of neutral. That's why I ordered it. It's called Gold Lost. So it's in the golden, I guess because of this one and this one. But one of the reasons I like it and order it was because it has mattes. I mean, as much as you can go in cream. So let's see how they perform. So let's start. I do have the brush, which I bought it because of all the reviews I've seen. They really recommend this specific brush for this product. And after using it last time, I definitely agree. I haven't tried other brushes with the product, but to tell you the truth, I don't even want to because the product has its own lane on its own. It does need a little bit of get to know it. And listen, I only got to know it that last video. So we'll see if I even got to know it well. And I'm not struggling through this video. So let's start with the lightest of the shades. I'm gonna start with this one, and then I'll add a little bit of this one, this one, and this one. Let's see. So the lightest shade, I warm it up with my finger. And in the instructions in the video, it does say, in their website, it does say to, oh, it is nice and shiny. I thought it was gonna be more matte and my skin color, but no, this one has color. All right, so my plan just went down out the window, what I was planning on doing. I was gonna put this all over and this and that. No, I'm putting on the lid. Compared to the other palette, immediately glides a little easier. I already made a little easier because it doesn't look patchy or anything. Look at that. So this reminds me of one of my favorites, and we'll compare it, that I pull it out all the time for many reasons, and I'll tell you in a little bit, which is the Charly Tilbury eye pot in Jean. We'll compare it in the swatches in a little bit. It immediately remind me of that, meaning you can put other eyeshadows, you know, you're making your eye and you just need a little bit of shine in a neutral sort of way. I mean, look at this. I think that's pretty, right? All right, first surprise. So I was saying that the brush work wonderful. They do suggest to put it with your finger first, and what I was saying, to not be afraid to push in the product, you know, to really warm it up and go in there. I just did. And then apply it with your finger. And then if you need, you can then blur the product. And blurring means, I mean, I don't know if you can tell right there. You can leave it like it was, shiny and kind of there. Or you can really go at it like this, blur it out, which means it just makes it the skin to grab to the product even more. So if you notice, the more I do this, I mean, let me just take the crease from the foundation, but you can tell this is sort of a base once I use the brush. Look at the difference, you see that? So it neutralizes, it takes it all the darkness of my eyes, right? And so it looks very pretty. And I'm not wearing any concealer. So of course, because that's how I like my looks, you know this if you've been with me, you know, a little in the natural sort of. I did put the foundation, the Weis, and I did put some there, but you still see some. Anyhow, back to the eyeshadow. Well, so far I like that one. If you blur it out, it kind of looks like I'm not wearing anything, but it did cover. In live, you can see like a cream eyeshadow, so that is a good thing. Now I'm gonna go to the next color. Oh, so this one, Jesus Christ. You know, when you use these things in the first time in video, you get surprised a little bit. All right, let me take the plastic thing out of the mirror so I can use it. All right, so let's apply it a little bit on the outside and on the crease. Wow, definitely a lot more color than I thought just by looking. I mean, so far I only have used this too. And look at that. I'm telling you, this thing is gorgeous. And this brush, you see what I mean? I don't know if you could tell on the video that one way it looks very applied, and then the other way, let me just bring this. I'm gonna grab some color from there and bring it down. And when you use the brush, it just kind of makes it part of your skin. It's gorgeous. This is why I order a second quad, because people been talking so much about loving this product and I had not gotten it. But I think after wearing the other one all day, I got it. And so the only issue is if you were in the mood of you know, the sparkly or not. And when I saw this one that has a little more matte, look at that. I jump all over it. And I'm not regretting that. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply the lightest color all over my lid here, because we're gonna try something different. Before I apply the sparkly, of course, we're gonna try that one. But I wanted you to see the difference. See, right now I apply this too, and I love it. Gold, but it's gold copper, and it could be subtle, but beautiful. But now I want to try this one. So I'm going to apply my finger. Let me grab a little, so I can use my same finger. Let me clean my finger up, my tool of today. And I'm going to try this. I'm going to be a little more careful because, oh, this is the gold. All right. How about that? All right, let's apply this. You know, you can apply this all over the lid as well instead of in the crease. And I think it will look beautiful. But you see what I mean with the brush? Oh yeah, look at that. It is lovely. So now I get the fuss of Rowan. I totally understand it now. This is gorgeous. And it's gonna stay in place, most likely, if it goes like the other one. So far what I see, I think this one has a little bit more shine, and this one is a little more orangey, gold, but is a little more matte. Or is it just the impression of it? Because this color goes a little more coppery, and this one goes a little more golden. I would call it more, well, we can say master, right? Because it has a little more orange, but it's more golden. And this one is more copper. So I don't know if you can tell the difference, and I don't know if you like one or the other. So this is more with the golden, this is more with the copper. I like both, and then you could use that all over the lid as well if you wanted to. I mean, I'm gonna apply a little more in the middle, just so you see. If you wanted to do like an all and done, of course I have the lightest over here, but if you wanted to do an one and done, you could. All right, so just to equalize, I'm gonna put a little bit of the golden over here. And the beauty with this one, since they're applied with a finger, if you notice, there's really no way to do a wrongdoing because they blend beautiful. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of the other color, the second lightest. You know, it says second lightest, but I think this one and this one, they go as bold. It's just a very different tint. I know here, I thought this one was gonna be a lot lighter, a lot neutral, but no, this one is more coppery, this one is more orangey. See, this one goes a little more with that copper that you see. So I think it doesn't make it justice how it looks in the palette. That's my view. So now that I did that, again, blend, blend, blend. This brush is amazing for that. And then I guess you can bring it down. We'll clean up with the proper way. But it's easy to clean up, and it's right there. You saw that? And this is thin enough where you can really blend the color, or you could go directly to the palette. I'm gonna go to the second lightest, which we already determined is not a light one. All right, so there it is. Now, of course, we have to go with this one, right? So let's apply it. And please remind me next time telepathically to do the swatches before starting the video, because I'm always surprised of what the shadow looks like as I'm applying it. Not a good thing when you're doing video, right? Very lovely, very lovely. Wow. So there you go. I thought this one was gonna be more coppery, just like the other color, but no, this is more gold bronze. Remember, if you've seen my videos before, I don't know if you saw that video, the whole discussion about the color of the old gold, which starts going closer to the bronze. We were talking this, I think, about the Victoria Beckham bronze eyeliner, which will go lovely with this too. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara and I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna continue with the bronzing, the blush, and the gloss, especially with the Westman Atelier. All right, I'll be right back. I am back. I have the mascara on and I didn't do anything else, but I did swatch the palette. And of course, I'm very surprised. I wish I'd done this before. Although I think I did a very good job. Very easy, very simple. Now that I know Rowan, it was a piece of cake, I think. Of course, I'm not an expert. I don't do it perfectly, but for me, good enough. And so here it is, these 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you notice, these 2 are sort of in the same boldness. It's just this is more copper and this is more orangey gold. And this one, surprisingly, is the sparkly one, but I don't see it mega super sparkly. And again, more in the copper. So you can really do quite a bit, but you see how it shines with the light, especially this one. And so what I swatch next to it, see how similar they are. This one seems to have, I don't know, a little more yellowish to it perhaps, but shines the same with the light. So this one is the one I was telling you about, Westman Charly Tilbury Jean, the iPod. And this one is a little more creamier, thicker, but once you apply it, I think they're very, very similar. I mean, you can look at the swatch, right? And this is another thing that I also mentioned. This is the Victoria Beckham bronze eyeliner, which I think it will go perfect. I did not apply it, but it could also go. It's kind of the same kind of theme. And I am wearing the Nars Climax Extreme Mascara, which I've been loving. I mean, significant application, but very easy to take off, very light in the eyes. It doesn't flake, it doesn't fall, all of these things. I really like it. All right, so let's continue with the other things that I did promise you to finish the look. It won't take me long. Well, the first thing, let's apply the gloss, right? Let's finish up with the Rowan, which were the 3 items: the gloss, the eye brush, and the eyebrow, and the palette. So now we're gonna apply Charly. What I have on my lips, I did apply at the beginning the Victoria Beckham number 3 liner, and that's all I have. I'm gonna apply this. I use that liner for anything that is neutral or just a little bit. I love that liner. Actually, I'm surprised I haven't ordered more from the line. I'm just scared that they might be too dark, too light, because this is just so perfect that I don't know exactly what I would do with the other colors if I did order them. All right. Ooh, I love it. Oh my God, I'm very surprised. I really like it, and I think it's gonna go perfect with the Mimi. So I thought this one, because of the peach and the gold, will look perfect with this, which is another look. And if I put a little more peachy blush, it will kind of be not monochromatic, or what do they call it when it's not exactly, because this has so much depth to it, but very interesting and very all in the same color. But I do like the idea sometimes of putting the eyes in a certain color and then the cheeks and the lips more in the matching, or the eyes and the cheeks in a certain color and then the lips in a completely different color. So sort of like that. So in this case, this is gonna match the Mimi. Now, if I was not trying this as a bronzer for you, I will put this as a blush and then use this as a bronzer, which I think we're gonna end up doing. And why this? Because this one is creamy and it has a little bit more of that orangey without looking orange. It really works with my skin. This is the Chanel Solid Tan, the Chanel. And I think if I had just done that here, it will match. And then a little bit of the Mimi, which will match. I mean, match is a big word, but you know what I mean. But some of you asked me if I would use this as a bronzer. So here we go. I haven't done this. I haven't tried this. I would never have gone there. I grabbed the wrong one. What's wrong with me? Where is Mimi? Just found it. So let's try it again. I was using the lit up. This is something different. So we'll try it over here. Oh yeah. It was a lit up. It's almost like a highlight, very light. We'll try it on the other side. So you see the actual color without any interventions. So look at that. Will you use that as a bronzer? Well, you could. What do you guys think? You could. I like my bronzing to be darker because it's creating that shade, not just the bronzing. I guess I use it kind of contour and bronzing. If you want it just to bring a little bit of color, it will work. Look at that. You know, just a little bit of shading or just a little bit of shaping, but I feel then you still need something here. You could just add a little bit of a highlight, especially for you girls that have the more gold kind of highlights, and that might work. Use the Chanel bronze, the more orangey, like I had thought. Let's see, maybe you guys taught me something today, as you have in the past, and we prefer the Mimi as a bronzer. So, oh, this might be a little too orange, but let's try to be nice and soft. Oh, yeah, nice and soft did not necessarily work. Whoa. Ay, Dios mío. All right. Let's clean this up. It's looking pretty, That's Chanel for you, right? It's mistake proof. So this is what I would use for these eyes. Look at that. Ooh, right? Now, a little weak. I mean, I can apply a lot more, but I want you to notice the tone. You see how this is warming up and shaping. This will be a very casual day, but again, I don't think it will be necessarily my cup of tea. I would like it more here if I was going very casual and no bronzing. Now, what I had thought for today though was to put this Chanel as a bronzing and then the Mimi as a blush because of the pinkish. Now it still has that brownish color that you guys were liking for or asking for bronzing. And then let's see, what did I do with it here? So if I apply now a little bit in the front, my pupils are here and it's still a little bit back. So I'm not even putting it right in front. And the reason being, if I did not apply the bronzing and just the Mimi, then I would apply a tint of maybe poppy or something a little bright. But because I apply the darker orangey, then the pinkiness of this Mimi blush can be blush. And frankly, I think I prefer that on me. I think I said that already. And I would prefer it if I had no bronzing to apply it all over. It does a very beautiful natural look. Wow. You know, guys, it's so dark out now, but I wish it was the beginning of the day because I love this makeup. What do you guys think? You like it? Well, I hope you do. So redeem completely from Rowan, completely redeem. And would I suggest for you guys to get this palette? Yes. If you like this sort of coloring, the gold copper, you have blue eyes, probably green too. I love it. It could be very summery, especially we can even go pinkier on the lips, or we can go pinkier on here and on the lips, right? But I like it just like this, and I like the bronzing look. I hope you like it too. Ooh. All right, well, that's about it. I hope I answered your question about using Mimi as a bronzing. And we're gonna wrap it up, but I did wanted to tell you and I did mention for today, which you'll be watching the video on the 20th, 21, and 22 of February. Dance, align with good thoughts. This is not the time to argue. Yes, to find order and equilibrium in your life, to change the things you don't want. Yes, of course, but stay positive, stay optimistic, keep your thoughts clean. We are in intense times, and anything we think of, we attract. And at least for these 3 days, let's do sort of a cleansing. I mean, don't go hard on. You know, I've been trying to do a detox diet, and you know, I don't think pizza qualifies, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Just take care. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it this moment. Ring the bell on the right-hand corner. Thumbs up, comment below. Tell me if you like this look. Thank you. Bye.